Is there anything that I can do to make you stay? Are you just another river city runaway? Is there anything that I can do to make you stay? Save me from myself. Bad habit of getting in my way. Where's the balance of this give and take? Save me from myself. I'm obsessed with the words you say. Pull me close, throw it all away. Feels like that's all it takes to drag this down. Getting bored of the same things. Lose control when the phone rings. I see right inside you, call it out. Still I wonder what it's gonna take. Can I turn it in a little bit late? Bide my time till the walls fall down. Staring at the ceiling, looking for a feeling. Lost and found, it all comes back around. I've been thinking endlessly about the time that's passed. Across the world want to run. I want to find a purpose. Cash in my retirement. See how far that we could get. I've been running on empty, cruising on adrenaline. Wasted my time trying to fall back in line. The real world isn't having it. When it feels like you're losing, I'm calling out another cautionary tale that goes to show when all this stakes seem far away. Race to what you know and don't let go. Life is short and times are scary. You never really know when you might be next in line to go. I've been exhausted, worn and lost in chaos that comes from the life in times, and nothing to do with the pain he hides. When it feels like you're losing, I'm calling out another cautionary tale that goes to show when all the stakes seem far away. Race to what you know. Won't stop running my mouth till I'm underground. Keep doing my best to make it count. Been trying to lose myself in a long drive for a long time. Been trying anything at all. We're not getting any younger. Glutton's for punishment. This routine is killing me. I'm everything I never wanted to be. Another cautionary tale that goes to show when all the stakes seem far away. Race to what you know. Won't stop running my mouth till I'm underground. Keep doing my best to make it count. I'm proud to say that things are great. Could be
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
We are live.
True.
Ooh,
In at least 3 places.
4 places now, right now,
4 places.
on my regular Twitch stream.
Still only 3.
My Twitch stream, Beer Roast Twitch stream, Kick, YouTube.
Oh, I forgot about Kick.
Yep. Man, what a game.
What a yeah.
For those of you who wonder, we're late because Phillies played the Dodgers to get today. Also, I never do this. I placed a little bet today. I was like, I'm going to do a parlay picking teams because I feel like this is obvious.
Uh-huh.
I bet for the Phillies to win, the Yankees, the Orioles, the Mets, which are questionable,
True.
the Red Sox, which are hit or miss. Let me pull them up. Let me see. The Phillies, obviously. I bet on Cleveland, which is a questionable one, right?
No.
Questionable. Everything I bet on hit, except for the supposed teams that are supposedly better than the Phillies. The Yankees and the Orioles. Oh, and the Dodgers. All three lost today.
Wow.
In like ass kickings.
Yeah. To be fair, I didn't expect a 10-1 win. I certainly didn't expect so many of the hits to come from the end of the batting order because that was kind of nuts.
Yeah. Actually,
Actually,
the
now
Yankees didn't get their ass kicked. They were losing like 4-0 the whole game. And they ended up losing 4-5.
yeah.
Baltimore Orioles lost 9-2.
Sheesh.
I picked the Guardians to win. They won 9-8. I had Mets beating the Nats. They won 7-4. Well, it's top of the ninth inning. It's 7-4. I picked the Reds to beat the Rockies. They won 7-4. Well, it's bottom of the sixth. That can change. And I picked the Red Sox to win, beat the Athletics. They're winning 11-6 as of right now. But
I like the contrast between the color of our hats. Like this shit looks almost orange. And
yeah,
that looks correct.
and mine's the old school like maroon hat.
Yeah.
Well, plus it's the lighting you're using is not helping.
No.
It's like shining that yellow light on it.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, that's correct.
It's so dark in here now.
Yeah.
I don't have ambiance lights back there. Well, I do have one. Fuck it, I'll turn it on.
It honestly looks better like that than it did with the other.
Oh god.
Yeah, your hat looks fun. Yeah, your hat looks fun like that too. How does a Fanatics hat feel?
Fine. I mean, doesn't feel. I mean, it does feel cheaper than like a New Era.
This is the first New Era hat I bought like this in a while. The low
Yeah.
profile fitted. Man, I love it. It fits so good. Man, that Eagles hat I got though, that's some hot shit, man. I can't wear that to work.
Oh no.
I can't wear it to work because it's like light khaki colored
Yeah.
and I'll ruin it.
Yeah. Sweat, dirt. It's just like
This hat, I got this too.
nice.
New Era. I like New Era because they support their big head kings.
True. I mean, I have a big head. Weird. I don't. I think my head might also be a little funky shaped because like I'll get the biggest fitted hat that's around and it won't fit. It'll fit like this way, but it won't fit this way.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I just have a long head too. Like,
No. Whom amongst us?
I also love this shirt too.
It is a sick shirt. I
Very.
gotta wait. I gotta wait a little while before I order some more stuff. I think.
You know what's crazy? I've lost enough weight. I didn't even realize I was losing weight to where that Jalen Hurts jersey fits me now. So I think I'm gonna return the Kelsey jersey. And there's a moral gray area there. What I'm gonna do in its place, but I get people's like, because some people are like, well, if you do that, you could be supporting child labor shit. It's like, yeah, but if you buy a Nike jersey, you are supporting knowingly child labor shit.
Yeah. You know what they say about ethical consumption.
Yeah. But anyways, okay.
You can do as much as you're expected to do. We can just leave it at that.
For sure. Let's get this off screen.
I was gonna say before, now I feel like more I used to feel like bored watching baseball a lot. I didn't feel that way watching this game. Like I didn't feel that way before it like blew up either.
Weirdly enough, I baseball is like up there for me now. You know, oh, guess where I'm going? On the 21st. Traveling up to Pittsburgh. Go watch the Phillies play Pittsburgh.
You're going to the poop game.
The poop game, yeah, exactly. That'll be pretty cool. Pittsburgh's got a nice stadium. It's my first MLB game.
Nice.
Once I've done that, I'll have gone to like every Big Four sport.
I've been to 2 or 3 Phillies games.
This is my first.
Every single time I went there was hot as fuck.
It's gonna be hot as fuck when I'm there too. I'm going to a 1:30 game in the end of July.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at least 2 of the ones I went. I know all of them were daytime games.
Yeah. Here's the thing. I got tickets for $25.
Hey, you take your wins where you can.
We could have gone to the night game, but I have to work so early Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a good time regardless. I won't be drinking, so I don't have to worry about getting I'll drink water the whole time. Might have to stop and get me some Pimenti Brothers and do a little review.
True. Hey, chat, you like French fries on your sandwich? Well, that's what they do in Pittsburgh.
Also, I'd like to get me a nice pierogi while I'm there.
Nice pierogi. I remember a long time ago. I worked at a pool, and I was a manager as well as a lifeguard. I would fill in at the food stand every once in a while, the concession stand. And there was a lady who didn't speak English very well, and she asked me for piragioles, and I was just like, "What? Piragioles? No, you mean pierogies? Yes, piragioles."
Yeah, pierogies are so sick. I love them.
You like skillet and butter? Are you a deep fry? Are you a?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure.
No. I haven't had a whole lot of pierogies. I thought they were boiled.
Not all of them, but they are. I mean, sometimes.
I think I've had them boiled and baked.
Mm-hmm.
Where they boil them, then they bake them. But I am excited to get that pastrami and cheese sandwich, or capicola and cheese. I can't decide.
Gabagool. What food is Pittsburgh known for? Pimenti, pierogies, Pittsburgh salad, which is just a salad with French fries on it.
Yeah.
Gobble-rito. The Thanksgiving dinner in a burrito. Turner's tea.
I'm trying to think what we got to talk about. There's a lot that's happened.
There is a lot that's happened.
One thing I could start with, Paul George, number 8.
For Kobe for some reason.
So, up until today, I always felt like, man, people give Kobe a hard time. He was proven innocent and all this shit. Then I went through and read more about the case. Holy shit, that dude was foul.
I knew that. I feel a little bit uncomfortable sometimes.
Hold on a second.
China might have high-speed rail, but their Olympic basketball team
sub to my
was
channel from
ranked
Discount
15th
Seth
and 14th in
Rogen.
their conferences.
China might have high-speed rail, but their Olympic basketball team lost to NBA teams ranked 13th and 14th in their conferences.
Yeah, there's still a pretty big skill gap between China and the US.
I think
You got to remember that China only became like a wide basketball and became like a widespread sport in China in like the 90s.
Here's an
Been
interesting thing
since
that
the 40s here.
here's a good debate topic. I think international basketball has gotten so good to the point now. There's no individual foreign country that could beat our best if we got our best players together. But if there was an American all American NBA team, right, versus an all international team, the all international team's winning.
Maybe.
I mean, the last 4 MVPs have been
We're all Embiid, Jokic. Jokic did it twice.
Jokic got it twice, and then Giannis.
Giannis, Luka is always up there.
Yeah. So, international basketball is interesting. Also,
true.
NBA basketball. It's about to get. I don't think people. We're now starting to see it with people like Wembanyama.
Yeah.
Basketball, like the next level of basketball, is going to be so extreme.
Yeah.
Because kids are coming up in these like travel ball and AAU programs,
Yep.
and they're specializing.
Yeah.
Like back in the 90s, you would have had someone like Wembanyama. They would have been like, all right, we're going to teach you how to stand under the hoop and do hook shots and get rebounds. But now they're like, yeah, we're going to have you do that, but we're also going to teach you how to dribble and shoot.
Yeah. Which I think Wembanyama is still going to be at a disadvantage because his dribble distance is higher. But,
Yeah, he's not going to be bringing it down the court.
No.
But
he's
going to be able to. He's going to dribble better than Shaq
for sure. Although Shaq was not a garbage dribbler either.
Well,
but he wasn't.
Yeah, Shaq's probably
was not a
Orlando Magic. Shaq was a great dribbler.
Yeah.
He wasn't like Iverson. He wasn't crossing people over, but
no,
he could bring it down the court. Synced it. Hakeem could dribble too.
Yep.
But
he was crossing up other centers all the time.
Dikembe wasn't dribbling it down the court. Patrick Ewing wasn't dribbling it down the court.
No, not all.
Yao Ming wasn't dribbling it down the court.
No, but even he's
7'6". He's 7'6".
Go behind the back and like make somebody miss trying to steal the ball from him.
Yeah,
I remember.
Speaking of the Sacramento Kings, they got DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan. Yep. Do you know? I read a fact. DeMar DeRozan was drafted the same year as Steph Curry. He's only 86 points behind him.
Underrated player for sure.
Yeah.
But the reason why he's underrated is he's been on teams where he could take a lot of shots.
Yeah.
So his field goal percentage is probably much lower than Curry's.
Yeah, and he's not like a 3-point shooter like Curry is.
Like, I wonder what their shot difference is. Like, how many shots did Curry take and miss compared to DeRozan?
Let's see, DeMar DeRozan career field goal percentage 47%. The Curry field goal percentage career.
My favorite, now Seth Rogen
3. So they're not that far off, actually.
Interesting. Listen, I like DeRozan, and I don't hate the Kings. So, like, I hope he does well. I would love to see the Kings be the team of the West. Wouldn't that be awesome? Like,
Awesome.
Like over the Clippers and Lakers.
They've been good.
Yeah.
They've been good, but they haven't made enough, playoff noise.
They still have Fox.
They still have Fox, yep.
Man, is Fox
and Sabonis are the big guys.
Is Fox the Mike Trout of basketball?
That's an interesting question.
Like he's been a stud since he was like high school. Everyone talked about him.
But he's just on teams that consistently underperform.
Yeah.
I don't know, just because like it was
and injuries. Mike Trout's had injuries too.
It was years where the Kings weren't even making the playoffs, but they've been in the playoffs the past couple of years.
Yeah.
But when you're playing against the Nuggets, especially when you're playing against the Mavs, you need they need either they need another piece if they're going to be like in the finals, or somebody has to take a step up. I don't know if DeRozan puts them over the top.
We'll see. I think they need defense
Yeah,
because Nurkic isn't cutting it. He's a good rebounder. I don't know if he's center or power forward, but
Nurkic.
maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy. Who's their white European?
On the Kings,
Yeah,
Sabonis.
that's not who I'm thinking of though. Hold on. Nurkic plays for the Suns, right?
Nurkic does play for the Suns, yeah.
He just re-signed.
Mm-hmm.
Kings roster. Yeah, maybe I am thinking of Sabonis.
Yeah, Sabonis is a solid rebounder, a great passer as a center, but I don't know how. Wouldn't consider him like a rim protector.
Also, they have former Sixers superstar Mason Jones.
God,
He averages 1.4 points a game.
interesting. We still don't really have like a clear power forward, but also how bad do we need one?
The Sixers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul George gonna hit not league career high rebounds this year.
Man, I'm excited for whatever happens. It does have
Yeah.
me a little bit worried. I would like to have a power forward.
Yeah.
Paul George is probably going to start at power forward.
It'll be like a matchup thing, right?
Yeah.
If the other teams, they'll either have him on the other team's wing and whoever else playing, hoping and praying that they can box out whoever the other team's four is.
The way I look at it, if Porzingis can play power forward,
True.
Paul George can play power forward.
True.
But granted, Porzingis is coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the DeRozan signing's good. I agree with you though. I don't think it makes them like a serious contender for a championship, but it gets them closer to that.
True.
DeRozan's at the end of his career though, towards it.
Yeah, but he also is like, his game has been the same for over a decade, right? Or close to a decade.
Man, I really had bad predictions that draft. I know who I thought was the best from that draft, who was going to have the best career, and he did not. OJ Mayo.
OJ Mayo, yeah. What, you know what? He had a beautiful jump shot, but he couldn't stay out of trouble.
And it's stuff that wouldn't even get him in trouble now.
Yeah.
Did you see where the NCAA removed marijuana from their banned substance list?
I didn't see that, but
Yep.
of course that's only the NCAA, but like the teams can still do whatever they want.
Yeah, but I'd say doesn't matter what team it is. If they have a superstar that gets busted for pot, he ain't getting suspended.
Probably not.
The NCAA would have made him.
Yeah.
That's the way it should be, in my opinion.
I mean, well, to be fair, you look at the NBA and you see people not convicted, but people credibly accused of domestic violence, they keep getting contracts.
Yeah. Yeah, the Clippers are basically they got a stronghold for people who committed domestic violence.
Yeah. Way to go, Steve Ballmer. More like Steve Baldmer.
Still not the worst owner they've had in the last decade.
No, somehow still not. And I will say, I'm sure that Ballmer has some say in who they sign. He's not their GM.
Right.
He probably has to sign off on it, but if it's the GM who's making those decisions, really.
Well, you'd think the owner, though, after the third domestic violence person getting signed, he'd be like, okay, listen.
Yeah.
Are the Clippers the 80s Oakland Raiders of the
Maybe.
NBA?
They might be.
Or like the early 2000s Cincinnati Bengals?
I don't remember enough from back then to remember to get those references.
They had like Chris Henry and Pac-Man Jones.
Oh God.
Well, Chris Henry, I guess his like shit got him killed. He got pushed out of the back of a moving truck.
Jesus.
Yo, what's up, Con? How you doing? Are you the person I shotgunned a beer for last time? Maybe not. I think that was a kick person. I can't remember. Oh, was you? Okay. Cool. Yeah, man. A lot of Bronny talk lately too.
Bronny getting like $8 million for 4 years. People, of course, are like very unhappy with it, but I mean, I expected it. The downside is like somebody probably deserves that spot more. Will not have. Well, he's taking up a spot that there's probably somebody who's better than him.
Listen, I agree with what Woj says. He says nepotism has existed in the NBA forever, and it's only a problem now because it's LeBron's kid.
Yeah, because Giannis, his brother's on the Bucks.
Yeah. You telling me that Mo Wagner is a good basketball player?
He's not. Are they related?
Yeah, they're brothers. They were on Barstool together. Then they're both on the Magic. It's just a coincidence that they were both on Barstool.
Yeah. Mo is the older brother.
Yeah. But I think Franz got there first.
Yeah, because Mo. I remember Mo went from the Lakers to the Wizards to the Celtics, and now he's on the Magic.
Dude, watching people now that like I have my alt Twitter. By the way, Bureau Frames, if you want my sports Twitter. I love arguing with people. But I've noticed that people will like they're so dishonest with the way they present things. Mm-hmm. Like today, I saw someone post Eric Gordon should be starting over Kelly Oubre. Look at their stats difference. And
That's so dumb.
The stats they used, they could, and I don't know if everyone noticed it or not. It was, I need to turn my mic down. I just remembered that because I listened to the playback and I'm much louder than everyone else. Yeah, that should be good. The stat was Eric Gordon's career averages compared to Kelly Oubre's last year average. Eric Gordon in his prime starts over Oubre.
For sure.
100%.
But Eric Gordon's 35 years old.
Yes, yeah.
And Kelly Oubre is like 30. Kelly Oubre's been in the league for less than a decade, and Eric Gordon's been in the league for 15 years.
Kelly Oubre almost averaged 16 points per game last year. Eric Gordon probably did like 10.
He apparently turned down more money to play elsewhere to stay in Philly. Good for him.
And he's like our little like enforcer.
Yeah. I feel like I saw. I think Paul George and Kelly Oubre like got into it at one point.
Probably
playing against each other.
Matt Oubre's job.
Yeah.
All that clip where he's like, "You're a bitch. Your mama's a bitch. Your daddy's a bitch. Your grandma's a bitch." Love Oubre. Also, have you been paying attention to Summer League?
A little bit.
So the Bronny James stuff has been cracking me up with that. He scored what Big Cat on Barstool referred to as the 4 biggest points in NBA Summer League history.
Yeah.
He had 4 points, and the coach is like, "Yeah, we gotta get him ready. He's gonna be playing every Summer League game this year." And then, like, literally less than 24 hours later, it was announced that he would not be playing in the next Summer League game.
That's
I thought that was funny. But on a more positive note, did you see Ricky Council and fucking
he was like
McCain tearing it up?
Council put up like 17 points straight.
That was 20. Yeah, he had 29 total, I think.
He had 29 total, and he hit 5 threes.
He
didn't do as good today. They lost. They lost on a buzzer beater.
Did he play as many minutes today?
I'm not sure. Ricky has looked solid. So I think, I don't think he's going to start, but I think he'll be a decent bench player.
Who's that other guy the Sixers signed? Where did Ricky Council play college? Yeah, from Kentucky.
From Kentucky, yep.
There's a lot of.
He played today.
There's a lot of. How did he do?
I think he scored 12 points, but I don't know how. I don't know how well he shot. He was 5 for 7.
I've heard a lot of talks that he might be a steal that we got him.
Yeah, he ended up not getting drafted.
Yeah,
but his profile is good. He's like 6'8",
and he's got Maxey in his corner.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's huge. I don't know. I'm
3 for 3 from 3.
I went going into last season pretty excited, but kind of like not as excited as I am right now. Because going into last season, we had Harden up until like the very beginning.
Yeah.
Now I think we're going in with Paul George. I think McCain's going to be a good rookie.
Yeah.
I like the Edwards pickup. I like Eric Gordon coming off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I like Drummond coming off the bench. We have depth now. I don't know.
Whereas, Drummond is better than Paul Reed. No offense, Paul Reed, but
yeah,
you can't rebound. You can't defend like Andre Drummond can.
Here's that one talking head on Twitter. It's like Aiden Laporta or something.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
That dude has like the shittiest takes. I agreed with him on one thing. I even tweeted about it. But other than that, he was talking about how we need to bring Marcus Morris back home.
I wouldn't hate it if it was for a min, because if we have spots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just don't think it's a need. I wouldn't hate it either.
Yeah.
But we could probably get better too. Maybe. I mean, we don't have a lot of cap left.
No. There were rumors of Kyle Lowry re-signing, but there was also the rumors of some signing with Phoenix.
Yeah.
Nurse says 76ers are much better than they were a year ago.
Who said that?
Nick Nurse.
Oh, yeah.
He was interviewed at the Summer League game.
I mean, he almost has to say that, right?
Yeah.
I agree with him, but
you have because Harden was basically having him on the roster was a negative at that point because he's not playing. You get Paul George this season. You get Embiid healthy. You get Maxey.
Fingers crossed.
Well, I mean, he's healthy at this point.
I mean, fingers crossed he stays healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Maybe taking a little offensive burden off of him. He ends up being better. And you know what? We don't have fucking Tobias Harris.
That's huge.
Did you see what the Sixers tweeted? Like a good luck or whatever. And then I should just I put the gif of the crumble cookie. I was like, if you know, you know.
That's pretty good.
Fucking 5 years, no charges taken. 0 points in an elimination game in the playoffs.
I'm curious to see who's going to win the Cooper Flag lottery for next year.
Yeah. He looked good in those Team USA scrimmages too.
He's one of the kids I'm talking about that just grew up in a basketball system from the time he was like a little child.
Yeah.
Basketball is probably not even fun for him.
Yeah.
It's been a job since he was a kid.
I don't know that I love his jumper, but it almost doesn't matter because that can be tweaked in not a lot of time.
The next draft is just going to be a good one because you got Cooper Flag, you got Jalen Duren, Eamon Thompson, Brandon Miller, you got the Boozer twins.
Yeah.
You got Carmelo Anthony's son, who's probably better than Bronny.
Yeah. Does Dwayne Wade have any sons left young enough to
No.
not be in the NBA? I wasn't sure.
Not yet. So, also I kind of hate Cooper Flag, even though I'm excited to see what he does.
Why do you hate Cooper Flag?
Because of the college he's going to.
Because he's going to Duke.
Yeah.
But I mean,
It's irrational. It's irrational. I mean, just playing Villanova, UConn.
Villanova.
I've been cool with the Villanova or UConn. North Carolina.
He did consider going to UConn, apparently.
Yeah. Best college basketball team in forever. They have how many have they won in a row now? 2 or 3?
I don't know.
They're like one of the best coaches.
Yeah.
Who just signed a massive. UConn has 2 in a row. So they're going for a 3-peat.
There's
is
so much
Jay
history.
Wright still Villanova's coach?
I believe so. People have been trying to wrestle him away from.
It's not. It's Colin Neptune.
They were trying to wrestle him away from college for forever.
Jay Wright.
Jay Wright, yeah.
Wonder where he's at now. He doesn't coach anywhere. Good. Give him some peace and quiet.
Yeah, he was a head coach for 30 something years. Rochester, Drexel, Villanova, UNLV, Hofstra, Villanova.
That's who he's coached for.
Mm-hmm. Played at Bucknell, fucking Bucknell.
Let's see the way too early preseason rankings for college basketball this year. Yeah, I know UConn. Okay, UConn's number 1. Duke, not even in the top 5. 9th.
And they got Cooper Flag.
We'll see what happens. These are the way too early rankings, right? This is actually probably the rankings at the end of last year that they're basing it off of. Got UConn at number 1, Purdue number 2.
I see Kansas at number 1 for this next season.
Mine's from AP.
This one's from ESPN.
Yeah, AP is the one that matters. But ESPN's is probably more of a prediction.
Yeah, I think this is
which is what we want.
Kansas at 1.
Makes
Alabama
sense.
UConn at 3. Houston 4, Gonzaga 5, Baylor 6.
What state is
I
Gonzaga in? Washington?
think so. Baylor 6, Iowa State 7, Duke at 8.
Yeah, it's in Spokane.
Kane.
I feel
Arizona.
like UConn has a pretty good chance. Actually, I say UConn has a pretty good chance that Dan Hurley would have went to the Lakers. Who wants to go to the Lakers right now? Other than JJ Redick.
Yeah, it's the LeBron show.
It's a shit show. You got LeBron over there talking about how Bronny should be in the USA team. I almost feel bad for Bronny.
Yeah.
Is what it is. But
Yeah.
I think that program is heading towards some dark years coming up.
Yeah.
This is probably the last LeBron year we're getting. How many years is this contract for?
2 with a player option, I think.
So he'll probably play 2 more years.
Yeah. He can opt out next year.
Yeah.
And then sign again or not.
Yeah. I saw where he did say today that this was probably the last contract he'd ever signed. So he may opt out, but I don't think he'll sign again.
Yeah.
He's still say what you want to about the guy. What a freak of nature.
Yeah, nobody stays this good for this long.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I mean, he was still probably, would you say, a top 10 basketball player last season?
Last season? Yeah.
Well, maybe there's a lot of good players, man. Let's see. I put Embiid over him. I put Jokic over him.
Giannis.
Durant. Man, it might be LeBron at number 5, huh?
Steph?
Over LeBron last season?
Maybe not last season.
Steph averaged 26.4 points a game. Shot 40% from 3-point, 45 field goal percentage. 5.1 assists. LeBron.
Do you consider Doncic to be better than LeBron at the point?
I do. Yeah, I think Luka's top.
Better?
Luka's top 5. Giannis is better than LeBron. I'm not even ranking those guys in order, but because I'm super biased, I am going to say Embiid's probably the best player in the NBA. If not the best, the most dominant.
Yeah, well, some people there are a lot of Nikola Jokic fans who would disagree with that.
I'd say there's an argument made that Jokic is better than Embiid.
Yeah, he's a better passer and a marginally better rebounder.
Yeah, we'll see how good Embiid passes. How he does have to put the whole team on his back.
Yeah. So where he's not passing it out to Tobias for a dribble pull-up jumper. Just shoots the fucking 3 instead.
This list doesn't even have Embiid in the top 5 that I'm looking at CBS Sports.
That's crazy.
They have him behind Durant.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, I agree. Tatum's probably better than LeBron. Devin Booker. Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Damian Lillard, I don't think so. Oh, Alexander. SGA.
Yeah.
And then LeBron's, he's there. This list has Damian Lillard. I don't think Damian Lillard is as good as this list says he is. I don't think he showed anything special. I had hopes. I really like Damian Lillard.
It's nuts how good Embiid was before he got hurt.
I even put up an argument that Anthony Davis is better than LeBron.
Yeah. But it's crazy that him being better than LeBron still isn't enough to put him over the top.
No.
They'll still be a playoff team this year.
Apparently, LeBron has like insane work ethic too.
Yeah.
I saw a quote today. It was who's the head coach of the USA team?
Isn't it Pop?
No, I don't think so. I know there's like several. I know
Oh,
that
no, Steve Kerr is.
Yeah, Steve Kerr was talking because Eric Spoelstra is one of the coaches, and who's it's another one of LeBron's former coaches. Hold on.
Oh, there's been a bunch in LA.
Not just LA though, because Spoelstra didn't coach him in LA.
See, Teron Lue, David Blatt.
Tyrone Lue. Blatt.
Teron-
Okay, David Blatt. I'm sure David Blatt's not coaching there, right?
No. David Blatt is coaching in Israel now.
Roster. His roster is pretty wild. Tyrone Lue. So Steve Kerr was talking to Tyrone Lue and Eric Spoelstra. And they were like, is it always like this? And then he said that to them, and they're like, yeah, always.
Yeah.
Because LeBron just practices like nonstop.
Yeah. You think he'd be better at hitting free throw? He'd be like an 80+% free throw shooter, but
It's probably not what he's practicing.
no.
You got Steve Kerr, Tyrone Lue, Eric Spoelstra, and Mark Few.
I don't even know who Mark Few is.
Glad you said that because I don't either. Who's he coach? Oh, Gonzaga. I'm probably going to watch Olympic basketball,
I will probably watch a little bit at least.
especially since we're doing this.
Ooh.
I think this is like one of the best.
Maybe a watch along. Wink,
Yeah.
wink.
I think this is like one of the best Olympic teams we've had in a while.
Yeah. I remember you were saying earlier about like how it would be tough to beat Team USA like almost any other team. It is crazy to me that in the like professional era, like of the professional players playing for the team, that the US has lost.
Yeah. They
2004 to Argentina.
They lost that one with that one team that on paper looked awesome. The Iverson team.
Mm-hmm.
What was that 2004?
It was 2004.
Let me look at that roster.
I think they were just. It came down to like, you know, when you think you can coast on talent all the time, you end up making yourself kind of vulnerable to just an upset.
Well, they finished bronze.
Mm-hmm.
Allen Iverson was the scoring leader.
Yeah.
With 13.8 points a game.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, dude, the team like it was Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury, Dwayne Wade, Carlos Boozer, Carmelo Anthony, LeBron James, Emeka Okafor, Sean Marion, like Tim Duncan, Lamar Odom. Like the team was stacked. Richard
Yeah.
Jefferson. I mean, now granted, LeBron and Carmelo and all them were pretty young.
Yeah, but LeBron was still ridiculous even as a rookie
Yeah.
or a year in. So
They had only their loss to Puerto Rico was just the third in U.S. Olympic men's basketball history. And their two previous losses both were to the Soviet Union.
yeah,
And that was pre NBA players being in the Olympic Games.
yeah, that's when Sabonis's dad was playing against him.
My favorite story of communist teams playing American professional teams, because someone was talking about China playing against the Kings and the Hornets. When the Soviet Union's hockey team in the 70s came to play the Flyers, and they quit the game early. It was the Broad Street Bullies era.
Yeah,
They're
just
like
beating the shit out of him.
they're just beating the shit out of them. Yeah, like Dave Schultz and
Jesus.
I'm sorry, I just love violent hockey.
Yeah. Well, earlier hockey is certainly more of a bloodbath. I feel like it's not to say that because obviously there's still fights, but just not quite the same, probably.
Hockey is like it's not funny. I was about to say it's funny, but it's not funny. Out of the big four sports in America, it's the one you're most likely to die in.
Yeah.
Part of that reason is because you have blades on your feet, but
Yeah. True.
I was playing MLB The Show yesterday, and I fucking ripped a ball and hit the pitcher in the head. I'm like, he had to leave the game because he was dizzy. It says like, damn.
Concussion.
Yeah, yep. Bronny or LeBron says Bronny should be on the USA team, and whatever, dude. Just be quiet. You're making it harder on your son.
Yeah. Let your just stop gassing up your son. Let your son get by on merit instead of you having to be like ridiculous about it. Because it's not like it's no there's no predetermined, oh, Bronny's gonna suck. Like he's not gonna be a star, he just doesn't project that way.
Yeah, I mean, he could be.
That doesn't mean
It's not likely, but he could be.
it could be, it just doesn't look that way. But
yeah.
let the kid play.
If he doesn't have here's why I say that. He could be a star. But that being said, he's less likely, if he has the potential to be a star, it's going to be less likely to happen because of the way LeBron's acting around him. Like, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Now, in my opinion, the biggest snub isn't Bronny not making the USA team. As much as I hate the Celtics, Jaylen Brown should probably be on that team.
Yeah, maybe.
And I also, man, should Embiid be on that team over Jaylen Brown?
Yes.
You think so? You don't think he should have to play for Cameroon?
No.
Okay.
He could have qualified playing for the US or France, but he chose the US.
Or France, yeah.
I mean, he could have played for but you know, it's been such a long time since he lived there.
It's true.
He spent the last, I mean, from the time he was like 15 in the US.
Let's bring up Embiid because there's a lot of discussion whether or not players should be allowed to do that. Because like the it's already so stacked for America already.
Yeah. He's got to get a ring or a medal somehow, right?
Let's see.
Now, he's guaranteed. He's almost guaranteed to get out of the second round.
I'm looking at this list and seeing people who I think Jaylen Brown deserves it more than. I think you can make an argument that he deserves it more than Bam.
Yeah.
There's not an argument. It's debatable at the very least. See,
Yeah.
Davis, Durant, Edwards, they all deserve it. Embiid. I could see Jaylen Brown being in over Halliburton.
Yeah.
The fact that Drew Holiday's on that team and Jaylen Brown isn't is pretty wild.
Yeah. But maybe, it might be another thing where it's like, well, we have all these, we need to fill positions, right?
There isn't a lot of point guards on here. Actually, I only see 2 point guards.
Yeah, Halliburton and Holiday are the only point guards.
Curry.
And Curry. But Steph Curry is more of a, I'm here to shoot 5 feet outside the 3.
What's crazy is the 3-point line's closer too.
Yeah.
I think it's like what? It's
And you can goaltend. You can goaltend legally.
Is it 30 feet in NBA? 28 feet in Olympic?
Something like that. I can't wait to see like Embiid.
Wait, it's
just
22
like,
foot in the NBA.
I was just gonna say, I can't wait to see Embiid like knock a ball that's already like in the hoop out, because you can do that in international competition.
Olympic basketball is 22 feet. NBA it's 23 feet. Almost 24. I didn't know goaltending was allowed.
FIBA allows a defender to block any shot that is over the rim and the ball is on its upward flight.
Isn't it the same as the NBA?
Hold on. Or it might be a basket interference, not a goaltend thing. Once the ball strikes the rim, any player can play the ball. So there's not a basket interference or a goaltending rule. So you can, if it's hit the rim, you can smack it off, but you can't do that in the NBA.
What's wild too, like so many of these guys can also play point guard, like LeBron can play point guard. Durant can play point guard, probably not as good as LeBron.
No.
And yeah, I shouldn't say Durant can play point guard. He doesn't bring the ball up the court very often.
Yeah, LeBron is way more of a point guard than Durant is.
I don't like Jason Tatum.
Me neither.
I don't like watching him play basketball.
Me neither. It's like Boston, Duke,
Yeah.
doing
Just be like
doing like shit that players before him have done after he won the finals.
Tatum.
Like, you're not KG, brother.
Like Tatum, even if he wasn't on the Celtics, I don't think I would enjoy watching him play basketball.
No.
Like I like watching Jaylen Brown play basketball. It's gritty.
Even if he can't go left.
Yeah. I like watching Drew Holiday play basketball. I even like watching Porzingis play.
Do you think Jalen should be on over Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards is on the team.
No, but I mean, do you think Jaylen Brown should be on over him?
No.
I don't think so either.
You know why? You know what
Why?
Anthony Edwards has that Jason Tatum doesn't have? I know you're talking about
Left
Jalen.
hand.
Aura.
Aura. God. You're too old to use Aura.
Mm-mm. I'm not. Yeah. I've heard people older using it. We're good.
I wonder who's playing for second place.
I think Jaylen Brown's the best player left off the team.
Yeah. Just because anybody else who you'd think like NBA wise is playing for a different country.
Yeah. Jaylen Brown's the MVP or the NBA Finals MVP.
Yeah. He's also that Boston payroll is nuts.
I like the memes going around. It's like you're not afraid to pay everyone whenever you're signing and checking and selling the team.
Yeah.
Sixers payroll's nuts too.
Yeah.
We're the
But
first. We're the
there's
first
not.
team. First team ever to have 3 players that make over 200 or 200 million.
Yeah, but Jason Tatum signed the first $300 million contract.
True, but 3 $200 million contracts. I think Boston still probably has the biggest payroll.
Right. Well, Jaylen Brown still is over 200. Porzingis is over 100. What's his face? Their other guard, who's not Drew, is over 100. So
Boston has the third highest payroll next year, behind Phoenix and Minnesota. But not going to like that few people. This list might not be updated because the Sixers are all the way down in 19th.
let's see. Yeah, this just has players, not teams. Steph Curry is set to make the most money next year.
I'll tell you something wild. Ken Griffey
What's up?
Jr. just got paid $54 million from the Reds because he had his contract deferred.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I guess it was
Hey,
so.
well, a nice little payday at 54.
Yeah. How does that work?
Who knows? I didn't know he was from Pennsylvania. He's from Western PA.
Sorry, 3.5 million. I said 54 million. I overshot that a lot. He's 54 years old. Man, when I was a kid, King Griffey Jr. was so cool.
Yeah, Sixers have two of the highest paid players for next year. The Suns have two of them. Jaylen Brown is the 11th highest paid player in the league for next year. Who's the most overpaid here, I wonder?
Ooh, in Philly?
No, on the highest paid players in the league. I wonder who's the most overpaid. Probably Rudy Gobert.
Good defender.
Yeah, but he doesn't do
I
anything
hate that
else.
dude.
That whole like COVID shit when he was like rubbing microphones and shit. I'm like, what an asshole. I actually know Ben Simmons is probably more overpaid.
Yeah.
40 mil. 40 mil to not very do.
He
very
might be
much.
one of the most overpaid basketball players of all time
Yeah.
for the many games that he's played.
Yeah.
Man, I wish there was more like football news to talk about, but there just isn't. It's a good sign. That means we're getting closer. Pretty much all the off-season shit's done. They're in camp. Preseason starts soon. We got college football starting soon.
Yep.
All right. You want to do a poetal?
Let's do a podal.
I'm going to continue to call it poetal. The last 2 times it's been super easy.
Mm.
Is that Kelly Oubre?
No, but I think it might be. Nope, I was wrong.
Oh, you have your own up?
I do have my own up.
What if it's McCain? Yeah, it's definitely not McCain.
No, but it's a forward, and he's younger than 22.
So he's 21 years old.
So he's a young.
Because he's older than 20. And he's in the Western Conference.
In the Western Conference.
How old's Jalen Green? 22. That's not who you guessed, was it?
No.
Southwest Division. Stephon Castle. He is on the Spurs, though. Castle's only 19. Shit.
Good Lord. Who is this person?
Dominic Barlow.
Dominic Barlow? I have no idea.
I got to the Spurs pretty quick.
I got to the Spurs real quick.
All right. Well, I'm probably going to end it there.
Yeah, well, we can end it there. I got. Anyway.
You got piss.
No, why would I wouldn't say that on a podcast.
That's what I thought you said.
I would never say that on a podcast.
I would.
I might imply that on a podcast.
One thing I got left to say is go Phils. Holy shit.
Go Phils.
10-1. We'll be back probably before next stream if there's something to watch along or something.
Yeah.
I'll be streaming to my channel tomorrow, twitch.tv/frames.
I will probably much earlier than Freems will be, though. I'll be more like 12 p.m., 1 p.m. Eastern. On BGL Bytes, twitch.tv/BGL Bytes.
Yeah, I missed your stream today. I saw you go live, but I was at work.
I got up to 8 viewers today. That's a pretty good day for me.
Oh, yeah. I probably won't even do that tomorrow because I've been gone so long.
People will be more interested in reactions than sports, maybe.
We'll see. I don't even know if there's anyone here now. But
There's
until
people.
then,
They're just quiet.
See y'all next time.
Bye.
Scroll wheel's not working.